Throughout the years of college football, there have been many great coaches that have left an impact on the sport. Most college coaches move up the ladder, either get fired or stop coaching completely. However, some coaches stick around and make a great impact. Some coaches are handed the opportunity to coach at a bigger university. On the other hand, some coaches earn the opportunity to coach at a big university. The coaches that are handed the opportunity to them usually end up in the wrong crowd, whereas the people who earn their coaching job at a bigger university are usually humble. One college coach who has left an amazing impact on the football industry is Nick Saban, whom I will be discussing today. When most people think of Nick Saban, they think of the University of Alabama. While the University of Alabama is a big part of Nick Saban's success, it is not the only thing that made him successful. I have always known who Nick Saban was, but I have not only known him for his success at Alabama. I have known him as a former collegiate athlete, former NFL coach, and a current media analyst. I have always been very inspired by Nick Saban's grit and determination. Now that I have done extensive research, I have a much deep respect for him. My interest in Saban outside of the University of Alabama has encouraged me to do more extensive research on Coach Saban. Saban's days as a college football player, former days as an NFL coach, and current days as a media analyst are the things I will be talking about in this speech. First, we will talk about Coach Saban's former days as a collegiate athlete. According to Matchup with Kent State brings back a few memories for Saban. Saban played defensive back at Kent State University. Nick Saban was on the 1972 team who won Kent State's first conference championship. While at Kent State, Nick Saban earned a bachelor's degree in business and later obtained a master's degree when he was a graduate assistant for Kent State's football team. While Nick Saban was not a stellar defensive back, he was still a D1 athlete. Now that we have looked at his personal career, we will talk about his former days as a head NFL coach. According to Right Place, Right Time, Nick Saban was the head coach of the Miami Dolphins from 2005 to 2006. Saban did not have a Super Bowl winning team with the Miami Dolphins. However, he did turn the team around. By November of 2005, the Miami Dolphins had a record of 3-7. Saban finally got tired of losing, so he lit into his players, and that lit a fire into them, and they won 6 straight games to win the season. Ironically, some of the Dolphins players actually did not gel with Coach Saban. Coach Saban had a very distinct way of coaching, and with the NFL players being grown men and professional players, they did not think they should be talked to that way. However, Coach Saban had no intention of changing the way he coached just for them. Now we will be talking about Nick Saban's current days as a media analyst. According to Football Fans React to Nick Saban's debut on College Game Day, Nick Saban has recently gotten involved as a media analyst. After Saban's retirement, he accepted a position to be a host on College Game Day. Anyone that has watched Coach Saban knows he cannot stay still. College Game Day is very popular in the world of college sports, so adding Coach Saban was very, very good for the field of college football. Nick Saban is a very opinionated person, so having him as a media analyst is very amusing. Coach Saban is known for lashing out on coaches and players, but he seems to keep his cool on television. Nick Saban's career as an analyst is just as important as his career as a football coach. In fact, he probably makes just as much as an analyst as he did while he was a football coach. I hope you have learned that Coach Saban is much more than just a former University of Alabama head coach. He is a former collegiate athlete, former NFL coach, and a current media analyst. Now I will leave you with one of Coach Saban's most famous quotes. Mediocre people don't like high achievers, and high achievers don't like mediocre